Welcome to Benched with the Tovar Brothers. With your hosts, Joey, Gabe, and Angel.
Ayo! Football's back, sort of.
I was so pumped this weekend just to see guys back on
All
the field.
day. It was on.
Yeah, it felt really good.
Woke up Saturday morning to breakfast and some football.
It was good for the soul.
A couple weeks to be college football back with NFL on Sundays.
What's up, everyone? This is Benched with the Tovar Brothers. No, I was letting you guys go. I liked it.
Sorry.
Monday, August 14th, 2023, episode number 13.
Famous 13s. Kurt Warner.
Fitzpatrick.
Odell Beckham Jr. in his prime. Odell, the one-hand catch Odell, was 13.
Famous 13s.
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner comes to mind,
Kurt
right?
Warner and Odell, like the best.
I mean,
I'm
like
trying to
Wilt
think
Chamberlain, right? Or was it?
I have zero idea what Chamberlain's number
I think it's 13.
You could lie to me. I have no idea.
Hey, if you're listening
Famous 13s.
on
Famous 13s,
YouTube,
yeah.
throw in the comments, famous 13 that we're not remembering. Because OBJ and Kurt Warner are the guys.
Pretty
By the way, did
big.
you see that thing about Kurt Warner?
No.
Kind of cool. His son now plays for the Bucks. His name's Cade Warner. He's a wide receiver.
Oh.
And
Slot.
Kurt Warner's, he's a slot receiver.
Slot receiver.
Very good route runner.
Yeah.
High IQ.
Sounds about
Technician.
right.
Yeah, tough guy.
Technically sound.
108 catches a year.
A real grit guy.
Real good guy. Real team guy.
Yeah.
High character guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, he plays for the Bucks, which is, so he had his first game in the, I think it's Raymond James Stadium.
Raymond James, yeah.
Raymond James.
And that is the last game. That's the stadium that Kurt Warner played his last game in. So his son played his first game in the same stadium that Kurt Warner played his last game.
Picking it up.
Kinda cool.
That's really cool. Imagine you're a dad, your son. Last time was your son was when I played.
Yeah.
Hey, and Cade looked good. Attaboy, Cade. Hope you make the roster, big guy.
Yeah. Hey, go get that roster spot, man. Buccaneers need it.
Good for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Episode 13.
that's
I don't think we have any more famous 13s, but
No.
I don't know. Thank you for watching today. Thank you for listening today. Hope you had a good weekend, right? And you guys have anything going on this weekend? It was a pretty slow weekend for me, actually.
There's a lot of. I watched football all day Saturday and partly today or yesterday or.
Football, Dodger game. Good food.
Went to a Dodger game. Fernando Valenzuela
Yeah, it was a great night.
honored at Dodger Stadium.
What number is
Chavez
Fernando?
Ravine.
34.
What did you just say?
34. As I saw it, I saw a 34 right there. I
You're
was
lucky
like,
I put his box
Shame
there.
on you.
El Toro.
You're a Mexican man from L.A.
Yeah, I should know that. My bad.
You should know that and Richie Valens' top song, or else you are not the real thing.
I just know Donna and La Bamba.
Okay, nailed it. So you know.
Good though. Yeah, you're good
I've
there.
seen the movie La Bamba. I
So
know.
you're good. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Like I said, thank you for watching, listening, whether it's on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. We appreciate your support. We appreciate every follow, every like. And if you can, turn on notifications, leave a comment, share the show, be a friend.
Tell
a
a friend.
Gabe was ready for that.
He's so much faster than I am.
Yeah, he is.
Pause.
Oh, oops.
You are.
Hey, no, man, screw you. I don't want that.
I'm for the long haul.
Okay.
Gabe's known for his quickness, man.
Yeah, in and out.
Quick guy. Okay. That's my fault. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, man, you started this.
Follow us between the show
Come
for
on.
It's not done either.
Oops. Follow us between the show for announcements, league news, and reaction on Instagram, Twitter, which is it fully branded as X now? Can I call it X?
It's X. I looked it up on my phone right now. You guys wanted me to check something out there, and I typed Twitter, and it couldn't find it at all.
It's never gonna.
It's X now.
You're never gonna kill Twitter name.
Yeah, but I just went on Twitter, and I had to go to twitter.com.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's just not.
So I don't know.
Whatever.
You know what I'm talking about. Find us on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Search at Benched Show for us there. Bunch of stuff going up just during the week, reaction and news, announcements about different things we'll be doing. Make sure you give a follow there and share it with a friend. We're going to get into some... Yeah, let's do this first. We're going to get into some news first, and then I have something I want to ask you guys about the Super Bowl.
Wow.
We'll get into that in a second.
Already.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Broncos.
So in searching the Twitter sphere for news, there's not a lot of big news this week, honestly, which was kind of funny because like it's the kickoff, training camps are going on, preseason's going on, all that different thing, all those different things. But a couple of injury reports that I'm going to say now, but I do want to say this with these injury reports for the preseason, chill out.
They're being cautious.
They're being cautious.
Very cautious.
If someone leaves the field, because a bunch of reports that we're not going to mention are someone who tweaked something and left the field. That's what they're going to do. There's no reason to push guys right now. I'm thinking of Rashad White. That happened to him.
Stephon Diggs left.
Stephon Diggs left.
Broke for a second.
Yeah. Burrow, of course, is the big one.
Yep.
They're going to be cautious with you guys. They're not going to, especially vets who don't necessarily need preseason work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just a caveat as we get into this. But Saints head coach Dennis Allen said that rookie running back Kendre Miller, which we're all really excited about, suffered a knee sprain. And so that could linger for a while. He's gonna go for further testing and imaging and further evaluation. But keep an eye on that. And that's really kind of a fantasy conversation too, because of course Kamara will miss 3 games,
3 weeks. Yep,
3 weeks. Jamal Williams is the vet there, and Kendre Miller was gonna possibly have a chance to get himself into that rotation before Kamara comes back. And they didn't end up signing Hunt. So, sorry, go ahead.
This is because I don't know anything about Jamal Williams. Is he just not good at pass protection, or is that why they just don't?
He is good at pass protection.
Oh, so he's fine. He could have a 3-down roll for a week.
Absolutely can.
If A-Chain or
I just don't know if they're going to hand him the ball that many times.
Yeah.
I just think he'll need.
It's kind of a whole new offense, new quarterback, new running backs, obviously.
Right.
It's kind of
It just sucks for the young player though, because you know Kamara's out for three weeks. You're probably going to be the number 2 guy, and now you're going to have to deal with the stupid injury.
You're definitely going to have a shot at making an impact. And
even if he does come back, it's like, man, he's playing with a bum knee. That just sucks for him.
Yeah. So hopefully Kendre Miller gets back here soon. Would love to see him because we're seeing some young running backs do some things. Did you see Deuce Vaughn? Sorry, I just got to bring that up. Listen, I've come for a full circle as to the first time I saw Deuce Vaughn, the rookie running back for the Cowboys, the little fella, right? 5'5".
Oh, I did hear about
5'5". Is he 5'5"?
He's 5'5".
5'5", Dallas Cowboys. His dad actually works for the Cowboys. We all seen that video where when he got drafted, his dad made the call to him he was drafted. It was at first it was fun. The first training camp video that came out about Deuce Vaughn. It was, I just heard video game music because
you sent it to me.
It just looked like a child, running through in a. Who said it's a Make-A-Wish Foundation?
That's not cool.
It was granting the kid a Make-A-Wish. I want to be a Dallas Cowboys running back.
But, okay, and that's where we started. But let me tell you right now, homeboy can play.
These numbers are just real quick. 8 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown, averaging 6.3 yards a carry.
Yeah, but those are great numbers, but watch the guy.
Really?
He has real quickness. He is so incredibly fast, like, in the hole. But he's so like quick. Like his cuts are insane. It seems like he is built to where, he's not going to run anyone over, but he's a strong guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he can.
You can imagine too. It's probably really
himself.
hard to tackle this guy, especially if he's
really hard to see him.
Yeah, it's hard to see him. You got an offensive lineman 6'4" right in front of you.
Look, it's happened before.
Yeah.
Philip Lindsay was undrafted, was 5'8", 185.
Okay, yeah.
And had 1,000 yards his rookie season.
Yeah. Obviously, the ultimate example is Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
That's the guy that everyone's looking for. And he looked the part his first game. I mean,
Tariq
he looked
Cohen
really good.
Had a year of relevancy in the NFL. Like, it's possible. Longevity might be a question, but
he
it's
looked
very
really
possible.
good.
Yeah.
Also, like, to that point, a report came out this week that the Cowboys don't plan on just handing Pollard the former Zeke workload.
Yeah.
They're not just going to give him the ball 20 times a game. That's not their plan. And so maybe we were wrong to think that Deuce Vaughn isn't a real player in this backfield because he seems like he is.
And there's Zeke's not there. There's opportunity for that 1-2 punch to be someone else besides Pollard.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that Cowboys news. They're not going to give Pollard like the full work.
That's the report that came out, and
that's
because he's never gotten that. Maybe they think like, no, this guy. We love the efficiency. In the kind of the role he's had, and so
kind of less is more.
He rushed for 1,000 yards in that role. Yeah. So
you imagine how exciting how pumped he is right now, Vaughn. Just like knowing that.
Oh heck yeah!
I could do this.
I just showed out in my first game.
He's probably thinking like, I could actually do this.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like I could
talk about a fan favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness,
they'll rally around that.
You make a bobblehead for that guy.
Be very small.
What's always weird about those guys is when they take pictures with fans.
Oh, yeah, it's a little embarrassing.
Oh, man, I didn't think about that.
It kind of humanizes you a little too much.
That. Yeah.
It's my nephew, Pop Warner. His first Pop Warner football game.
Yeah,
some news out of Indy. All-pro running back Jonathan Taylor, who remains at odds with the Indianapolis Colts over his contract, is expected to return from training camp this week, per Shane Steichen.
Mentioned a couple
Steichen,
weeks ago, or
Steichen.
actually a couple days ago, that the talks got real quiet there. Maybe I think you were the one that said that.
So he's going to show up to camp. So like you're saying, hopefully they have moved talks to private, venues,
public,
not making statements about each other and weird injury comments about each other. Maybe just real conversation, as though he is the superstar on your team.
He probably went home and was like, this RB market is dark. There is nothing for me out there.
And I think if he plays ball, I think the Colts would pay him.
This is his contract year.
He'll definitely earn some if he plays ball the way he did. Yeah,
you got to remember this whole thing didn't start from they had negotiations that broke down. This is not the Josh Jacobs situation.
Yeah,
this is Irsay made a comment about a very hot topic especially in the running back world
at the time. Yeah,
at the time.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And it just offended his running back. They didn't even have a chance to get offended over the contract negotiation. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
I didn't think
if I'm the Colts, just smooth over the situation. Just smooth it over.
Well, to be fair, he had apparently when I ran into it, he had talked to Chris Ballard, the GM, about contract stuff. Then he went to Big Dog. And that was when it kind of set apart.
I think ultimately, the comments are the ones that set this whole thing.
But Irsay is known to be just a loose cannon owner. So,
how's Gutekunst handling the running back situation?
The Goonst.
How's the Gooner?
It's going pretty great, actually. Yeah,
he signed Aaron Jones,
and he extended. Wait, how did he do it? He gave Aaron Jones like another year, right? He
has another year. AJ Dillon has another
2 years
on his rookie contract.
So running back room's looking great. Yeah. We actually had. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. You got some Packers news?
No, I really don't want to go.
What's going off there in Titletown?
We have to say Gutekunst one time every.
Gunter.
I really don't know why. Like,
I need to get a drop that says "Classic Gunter."
Classic Gunt.
You guys are really obsessed with this guy.
He's the real top G. Gunter, get it?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Wilson, 6 carries for 100. No. This is the running back news. He's like third, fourth string guy. He's like the third, fourth string guy. He was the big story out of our first game. He rushed 6 times, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's the last time I throw it to Gabriel for news.
No,
he gives me Emmanuel Wilson.
Emmanuel Wilson. Watch out.
You asked about the running back room in Green Bay. That was the story.
God.
Okay, back to
that'll never happen again. The Jaguars are hosting former first overall pick Jadeveon Clowney, so he's making his tour here. Just like Kareem Hunt.
A.K.A. I don't want to do training camp. I just want to go to team week 1.
Yeah. He, of course, visited with the Ravens and received a contract offer last week. So
who would you want him with? The Ravens or
Jaguars or Ravens?
Gabe, you answer too. Who would you want him with?
If I'm Clowney, where would I want to go?
No, like just as a football fan.
I would see him on the Jaguars.
Who would you want?
I want to see him on the Jaguars.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I think you kind of get lost in the sauce in the Ravens, but you have a chance to be.
They would have.
That's where I would want to go play if I were him.
They'd have Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, right? The overall pick, and
Jadeveon Clowney in the mix
Clowney
too.
with
and Clowney's big enough to where you can get interesting with that. Kick him inside a little bit on a third down.
That's pretty good depth.
Have all 3 of those guys on a third down.
And if you're looking and if you're looking to make some noise, you need to rush these passers in. And in the AFC, you get 3 good ones.
Yeah, if you're in the AFC, or honestly any contending team, you better have
deep
some pass rushing going.
Pass rushing depth.
Yeah.
This isn't in my notes, but did you guys watch any Jets preseason game or anything like that?
I watched highlights of this week. No, you watched negative week 0. You watched the
Hall of Fame game.
They
had a game
or Saturday.
Their D line is going to be a problem.
Steve,
they are stacked.
I heard their offensive line is going to be a problem, like in a
very different way. Yeah,
that's what I know what you're saying though.
Yeah, Will McDonald, I think he already has a couple sacks. He looks so good.
He's like, you can tell you're one of those athletic freaks that will just.
He looks really good. Yeah. They just come at you in waves.
Yeah.
That's going to be a thing, man.
And like we just said,
you guys, they're going to prove both you guys wrong for not thinking the Jets are any good.
And like you said, you want to get deep in the AFC, you got to rush the passer.
We had him in the top 10. I don't know how much more you want from us.
I know. I just want you to tell me he's the best. Did you see? Speaking of the Jets, did you see what Garrett Wilson did?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
I didn't.
So let me kind of set the stage for you. Head coach Sean Payton came out with some rules, some preseason etiquette rules for his players during the game.
What do you know?
Okay, so he made some rules during the game against some things that are pretty common around the NFL during preseason games. Okay. So here he made. I see 4 rules here. You do not take your uniform off after you're done playing. So oftentimes a vet will play his first series or whatever they're going to play, and then the uniform comes off and they're kind of chilling.
Getting street clothes.
Nope, you keep your uniform on. You keep, that means pads stay on. That means helmet stays on.
Oh, pads too. Wow.
Yeah, maybe not helmet, but pads are probably staying on there.
Helmet.
No sunglasses.
They're all.
Can I take this off?
This is ridiculous. I'm a visor.
I played the first 2 drives. I just sitting on the bench.
Coach, come on, killing me.
I can't take it off.
Yeah.
Freaking headache. It's been off for 2 hours.
Here's no sunglasses.
I'm just imagining like the bench filled with players with their helmets on.
There's some Madden graphics on the side.
They're not even moving.
They're all idle.
Tim Patrick right there, full pads and helmet.
Yeah. He tore his Achilles.
No sunglasses. Okay. No bucket hats.
He must hate bucket hats.
Don't wear a bucket hat. Don't you wear a bucket hat on my sideline.
Our visor's okay. Like, why is that such a problem?
All right,
I don't know. No bucket hats. And then most importantly, no interviews during the game.
Can I just? I mean, I know that Garrett Wilson is like the headline of this story you're telling, but like, Angel, I'm getting really annoyed with Sean. Like,
Sean,
dude, shut your mouth,
Sean,
dude.
chill just a little bit.
Shut your mouth.
We get it. You're a good coach.
You're not the greatest
you're
coach
not
of all
Belichick,
time.
though.
Exactly. If
Like,
Belichick makes this up, it's fine.
So I want to be careful throwing this on a guy because Urban Meyer did much, much worse things besides his coaching style. But I'm just seeing Urban Meyer as a coach.
Well, he has a resume at least. That's why he's doing this kind of weird stuff.
That was Urban Meyer's justification.
I'm buying your bold take a little bit more as the weeks go on, a little bit more about this guy's going to be gone by week 12, man. Because he's just like, shut your mouth. Like, stop with those nonsense.
I just don't know who's going to want to play for this guy.
Yeah, it's not very likable.
I know. I wouldn't. I'd be like, I can't stand my head coach.
This is slow. It's still about the shield, the NFL, but the stars are giving preferential treatment for sure. And I don't know if a big time receiver is going to choose to go play for the Broncos. Yeah. A big time quarterback. Like, I don't know. That's going to be interesting. But anyway, that's not the topic. What's funny is that to troll Sean Payton, Garrett Wilson during the first preseason game, did an interview during the game with a bucket hat on and sunglasses. Just to troll him. It's getting petty, baby.
I would do the same thing if I was on the Jets. Like, you know what? Give me an interview. I'll do it. You know what Aaron should have done? Imagine Aaron had the glasses with the bucket hat. You're like, oh my gosh.
That would have been incredible.
That would have been awesome.
I said it like 4 or 5 times now. I cannot wait for week 5. This is going to be...
No, what if they did an interview?
Oh my goodness.
With Aaron Rodgers and homeboy Hackett,
and they're both wearing
bucket hats, sunglasses.
Yeah,
oh, that would have been great.
Been awesome.
I'm surprised he didn't have anything to do with this. Like Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers tried to keep it. He's trying to take the high.
Aaron kind of already publicly went at him, so no need to.
Yeah, and not that Aaron Rodgers isn't petty. We all know he is.
I guess he's.
He just hasn't handled this situation that way. He was very upfront about how he felt, and then he's kind of left it alone.
He backed off.
Yeah,
that's great though.
It's great. It's fun for the NFL. I'll tell you that.
So sad news for Gabe. Lizzo reportedly has been dropped from the Super Bowl halftime show consideration. Gabe. So it's not going to be Lizzo because she had some stuff come out about whatever. We won't get into that. And we won't even get into Lizzo, to be honest. But that did get us thinking, kind of pre-show here. So the Super Bowl's in Las Vegas?
I think so. Let me double check.
I'm so happy Lizzo's not a thing.
Who do you want? We're not going to go into that because I don't trust Gabe in a recorded setting to share his feelings on Lizzo. But who would you want to see as a halftime show? I think we all said immediately the obvious choice, especially with the artist of the moment being Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
She would kill. I wouldn't watch it because I'm not a Taylor Swift guy.
I would watch it.
Wait.
I would watch it.
Never mind.
Sorry. I wouldn't watch it.
She was big when I was in high school, and now
I would go get seconds and use the bathroom. Or maybe actually flip that. Use the bathroom and then go get seconds.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
She is entertaining. She has good songs. Real catchy.
Great. I think she is incredible what she's doing. But I'm just not. I don't think that music's written for me, a 34-year-old man. I don't think
it's written for me either. But it could be entertaining.
Now, I'd watch and be like, this is a good time to get my third plate, or to go get a quick beer, or to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or to,
I mean, it's on, but I'm not sitting there like Taylor Swift's doing.
What? Yeah, she's great, but it's not my.
Different strokes.
Yeah, different stroke for different folks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to the bathroom and then getting my seconds, possibly thirds.
Yeah.
But who would you want to see though? I mean, a couple names still at me.
Bruce Springsteen was one that we talked about. We think
Bruce.
Wow, man, that was a great. I didn't think of that one. Bruce Springsteen would be great, just a legend. You had a good one. That was a legend.
Do you think Jay-Z's ringing up Bruce Springsteen like, hey, bud, what are you doing?
Well, Jay-Z's in charge of this thing.
Yeah.
Now.
I feel like Bruce Springsteen somewhere is wearing a plaid button-up shirt, short sleeve, with some cargo shorts, probably short, some long white socks, and maybe some Birks.
21-year-old girl by his side.
Why does it always have to go that way with you?
Gabe,
God.
we're setting up a scene right here, man. That's
I was just describing his outfit. I wasn't describing his love life.
I would.
So Gabe goes at Bruce Springsteen.
Well, if we're gonna go like that kind of realm, I'll go probably like, hey, see if Elton John wants to do one more.
Yeah.
If Elton John decided to do a halftime show, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If Elton John did a halftime show, I am not doing anything.
And a lot of generations are. I'm gonna go watch
the world.
And I tell you what, if you're in the room, also shut up. Yeah. Elton John's on the screen.
But to be more today, I would want Morgan Wallen.
I like that. I don't care what Joey says. I like that.
Morgan Wallen's very popular.
Morgan Wallen's great.
He's very popular. There's no crossover appeal.
Or like if you can't get him like Luke Combs, I would love Luke Combs.
Even less crossover appeal.
Or you know who hasn't done it, and he's been popular for like 20 years is Drake. Why hasn't Drake done a halftime show?
Because Drake sucks. Hot take. Drake sucks.
You're the only one in the world who thinks
the only
that.
one
I don't know why you think
Drake
that.
is a good
Why
idea, and he's never done one.
Done it.
Wow, that's a good one. And he has plenty of songs that could
He has like
blow the roof off.
20-something number ones.
That just screams like Vegas too. Like Drake in Vegas for the halftime show.
I think Drake would be
that's
phenomenal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I had one. I don't know if it's any good or not. Dua Lipa.
That'd
fun
be
songs.
entertaining.
I think entertaining, not for everybody, but for the majority.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be entertaining.
My daughter would love that.
But
Chris Stapleton would be fun.
Tennessee.
That'd be like, hey, buckle in, grab a coffee, grab a whiskey.
It would drop the levels down. I think the country artists.
You're gonna feel some emotions.
Yeah, but I think the
Chris
country
Stapleton.
artists. Yeah. He would
With
be
Chris
so
Stapleton.
good.
You're not feeling any emotions with Morgan Wallen.
You're
What?
delusional.
You ever heard of Morgan Wallen's
There's just
song?
no crossover appeal there. He's a country artist.
That's Chris Stapleton.
No, there's crossover appeal. He does blues stuff. He does crossover work with other artists.
So does Morgan
Wallen.
But not like Chris Stapleton. Come on, we're not arguing this. That Morgan Wallen is a more crossover appeal than Chris Stapleton.
No,
we're not going to argue.
I'm saying that they both are. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, one's not.
Yeah, but Drake, Morgan Wallen.
I don't think they're going to throw a country
I think
artist
Drake's
up
a good one though.
Elton John.
I think
cool.
Drake's a good one.
Drake's a good one. That's not my thing, but yeah, it is a good one.
If you do Drake too, he has so many like collabs out there.
Wasn't
you
last
could bring
year's
in anybody with
last
him.
year's was like the lineup of 5, right? It was like Eminem and then Upside Down 50 Cent. Was that last year?
That was awesome. No, that wasn't last year.
No, that was
the year before. That was when it was in LA.
Last year was who was last year?
It was the 50 Cent Upside Down.
No, that was in LA.
That was in LA.
That was an LA show.
That was the whole thing. It was Dr. Dre and all that.
God, who was the Super Bowl halftime show last year?
Must not made an impression on us. We don't remember it.
Oh, my bad. It was Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Oh, yeah.
And she killed it. And
she
killed
did a
it.
great job. She
Yeah,
did
no,
a great
Rihanna
job.
would be great.
Yeah.
What do you think about Justin Timberlake?
He's done too many of them.
Think so?
If Ray and JT got to bring Janet Jackson back to
No.
give us.
You imagine
Give us the
though
part
that
2.
would break the internet.
Give us the right one this time.
You don't feel good about that, right? You don't feel good that you said that, right? I could tell.
America wants both.
Wow, you doubled down on it. Okay.
JT's he hasn't dropped an album.
You're so bad, Angel.
Post Malone is another person you mentioned.
Post Malone would be, that'd be dope.
He'd be interesting.
Travis Scott, but if you're gonna get him,
Okay, so here's the thing with a rap show. It's different. You can't just have a rapper get up there and do 6 straight rap songs. Like what they did with the LA show, you gotta do something like that. Where it's
Eminem.
Well, that's why Drake is great because he does a ton of collabs.
Eminem does those.
You could bring artist after artist.
No. You can. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you can treat it like a concert. You can't just have a Drake concert with him on the stage rapping. I think you need to be way more creative with it.
Oh, he wants a production.
You need a production.
What would Chris Stapleton do then when it comes to that?
Well, okay. Chris Stapleton is not Drake. Chris Stapleton and Adele, like those kind of people, no, they can sit at a mic and capture an audience.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, Dua Lipa would be pretty good.
Dua Lipa is the one that I thought of. Dua Lipa would be fantastic.
She famous enough?
Yes.
I think. Yeah,
she's definitely famous enough.
Yeah.
She has good songs, catchy songs, fun songs. Her latest song, the Barbie song, which is
I think she's a prime candidate to like. Oh, we definitely forgot she did a halftime show. Like I don't think you remember that one.
The most forgettable one I'm thinking of now is
The Weeknd.
I'm thinking of Katy Perry.
Maroon 5. Katy Perry had that meme where
she had a mistake thing, and she had that. She was obviously a robot in that moment.
Yeah, and she had the shark guy.
Yeah. And the shark guy. Yeah. But like, as far as her performance, like you don't really remember anything about it.
Same with what's that group we were making fun of them?
Maroon 5.
Actually, no, you like them. Coldplay. That was Bruno Mars and Beyonce. They kind of saved that show, like right in the middle of it.
They were that show.
Yeah, like they were the show.
They should just do a Beyonce solo show.
But you know what? So far, what Jay-Z's done with the halftime show, I've liked it.
Yeah,
I think he's hit every single time so far.
Yeah.
Is Bruno Mars in this?
I would love to see.
He's
Bruno.
done it twice.
I would love it.
Time.
Well, I mean, 1.5 times. He wasn't like the headliner for the Coldplay one.
That's true.
I would love to see a Bruno Mars show because he's an entire show. They do the band with the brass. They do the dancing.
Yeah.
They do obviously the pyrotechnics and all that. But
all good options. All good options. I can't wait to see who they have.
I think Dua Lipa would probably be my first one if you want to go like today's artist.
Yeah.
Drake is a great one.
I do Drake.
Just because there's never been one.
God, I just don't like Drake.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's fine. I get it.
He was good on Degrassi. He's a gangster now, though.
I don't think he's claiming to be a gangster.
So let's get to.
I don't know why you don't
He's just super petty. Like that's really it.
Yeah. Ooh, oh no, Kanye made everybody mad at him.
Were you about to say Kanye?
I was like, I would love Kanye personally. I would love Kanye.
Oh yeah, I was saying
I would love a Kanye.
Wait, but like Kanye or Kanye's clone? Like I don't know which one do you?
Both.
OG Kanye.
Just the one that's controlled or the one that's just absolutely uncontrollable.
The uncontrollable one. I want some crazy.
Might be a
stuff
stupid
said.
question, but is Kanye like forever not allowed to do like a Super Bowl show? Like, do you guys, in your opinion,
I don't know if he's not allowed, but I don't think he ever will do one.
Man, he would have such a dope Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
Because his music is like.
But we await the Jay-Z and the NFL's.
I would love to see with Kanye. I would love to see him do a Super Bowl show because he like can incorporate like he's super into fashion. Yeah. Like how cool would like a fashion show / Kanye West concert /
It'd be very.
He'll have his choir. Like how cool would that be?
Yeah. You see what they did for his. This is off topic completely. For his the God is Real. Concert.
What's the name of his choir again? The God is Real choir. Like what?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It was very.
It's like Sunday worship.
He's very capable of putting on a big, dramatic show.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. He's all about the show.
I think we could all be happy though that Lizzo is not there.
Yeah. Bravo for her not being there.
We'll end with that.
Yeah. Sorry, Lizzo.
Well, that's the news.
Yeah. Good luck with your lawsuits.
If you're still listening, this is a football show. We'll talk about football now, but we just had to get into that because it was pretty interesting, and it's always cool to see because the halftime show is just always fun.
Yeah,
to get into that. It's preseason week 1 though, wrapping up. I think already wrapped up now at this point.
At this point,
I think everyone's played, and we saw a lot of backups, and so that was cool to see our teams, but.
We also saw a lot more.
Who's that guy type thing?
We also saw a lot more of starters that we didn't think we would see.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of starters. We've seen a lot of vets.
We saw
Russell Wilson.
We saw Mahomes go into the second quarter.
Yeah, you saw Mahomes. You saw
Russell Wilson. You saw a bunch of guys why is he still playing?
Yeah,
the Russell Wilson. Remember we were talking about that where it's
we'll get to it.
We'll cover that.
Some of these teams played a lot more.
So we're just gonna go game by game here, and it's a preseason game, so not everyone is going to be playing and stuff, but we'll go game by game, and we'll take a quick break, and then we'll get into that in a second. Okay, let's get into this week 1 of the preseason. It was fun. Plenty of highlights out there. Some of these backup highlights are insane.
These guys fighting for a job. This is what you want to see.
That's what you got to remember. These games, we get so bored by the third quarter, but you got to remember the guys on the field in the third quarter or in the fourth quarter, they're fighting to make their dream come true.
They're fighting to be the backup gunner on the punt team. Yeah. They're fighting.
Some of them are just, I just want to be noticed for a practice squad.
I just want to be a practice squad. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Yep.
Wild. So the fun all started on Thursday. Actually, while we were recording Friday's episode, we were watching Houston and New England. And while we didn't see a lot of the Patriots starters, we got a good look at some of Houston's starters. Yeah. Not a great look at one that we wanted to see, and that's C.J. Stroud.
They did not set him up for success for this first start.
Yeah.
Both tackles out, both guards out. I think you're starting wide out. You're starting wide out, and you're starting running back was out. So why would you put your number 2 overall pick with a bunch of backups?
Yeah, C.J. Stroud goes 2 for 4 for 13 yards and an interception. Didn't play with his starting line. Didn't play with his starting weapons. I mean, I think I could see it either way. I see what you're saying, but I'd also see like it's a rookie. Let's just get him some game time snaps.
That pick was bad too.
Yeah,
that was a lazy thought process pick.
Davis Mills looked pretty good.
He had good numbers.
Yeah, he looked pretty good, but
fighting for a backup role.
Yeah, he's a backup role, and honestly, he'll be a backup for a long time because he's never been of like the worst quarterback in the league type quarterback.
His problem was not he's bad, just he's not that good.
Yeah, he's not someone that you want as a long-term starter, unless you're 49ers because they seem to take a shot at everyone.
Yeah, they would do it. I think next year, watch out.
You know who did look good, especially in the quarterback position, and it was the talk of the NFL for a minute, is Malik Cunningham.
Number 16.
Have you seen this guy?
There.
This rookie from Louisville,
New England.
My boy can run.
In classic Belichick style, he's a wideout. No, you're a quarterback now.
Went undrafted. No, he played a little quarterback in college.
That one drive he had his helmet like ripped off. He rushed for like 25 yards.
The drive,
just made, I don't know who this linebacker is, but he made him look foolish.
Malik Cunningham went 5 carries for 34 yards and a touchdown. Also threw the ball 4 times for 19 yards. So not much through the air, but looked really good on the ground. And nowadays, that's enough to stick in this league for a while. That's going to work. So
classic Belichick.
Not you didn't see much there. Other thing I want to point out though is Tank Dell, right?
Yeah,
it says Endell. That's wrong. No, it's Tank Dell.
Nico Collins. Tank Dell.
Oh, maybe that's Tank's probably a nickname.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
First name Tank.
Would they
Tank?
put
Come here,
his
little
nickname
Tank.
in there?
Yeah, probably would. But yeah,
he caught 5 balls for 65 yards and a touchdown in 1 half.
Pretty good.
He looked pretty good.
Pretty nice catch too.
He looked really good. Fantasy wise, he better be on your radar because
one of these guys is
exactly
come off.
One of these guys in Houston is going to pop off. They have a young quarterback to grow with. It just makes sense that the guy he was drafted with is going to be. He might develop a relationship with him. Yeah, good.
Targeted 8 times in that game too, and 33 yards for yards after the catch, which that's a number that I love. If you could do something with the ball after you get it, and
it means I think especially good things for him because he was kind of docked as a smaller guy.
Yeah,
maybe he's not big enough to play a position. Maybe he's not big enough to be a big time receiver. But like you mentioned, yards after catch, and he just plays strong. He attacks the ball strong. Yeah. He runs, nice crisp routes, and like you said, with the ball in his hands, he looked pretty good too.
It proves that you belong if you could do something with yards after the catch.
Yeah, the Texans are going to be fun, man. Too bad Will Anderson. I don't think he played. No. Yeah, but we're going to look at him too. I think he looks really good so far. Like
we're not worried about Stroud though, right? Like we're not.
Nah.
Okay.
No,
okay.
Give him a full weapons and a great left tackle, and
because I'm with you. I think the Texans are going to be fun. They're going to be interesting to watch.
They're going to be so much fun to watch.
And they didn't have. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, he'll be fine. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. He'll be just fine.
Yeah, if it matters to you, the Texans did win that game 20-9. Nice. I don't think it matters much. Let's move on here to Minnesota and Seattle, which was the other Thursday night game. Seattle wins this one 24-13. Something that you're gonna think is funny here because this surprised me. Drew Lock, quarterback of the Seahawks,
your boy,
traded last year, of course, for Russell Wilson, but once the future quarterback of the Broncos. He played his first snap in front of the home crowd last Thursday. It was his first time suiting up for the home team and taking a snap. To me, I was like, well, I thought for sure he played enough last year to like, wow, this is his first home game?
No, he played in preseason, I think.
Wait, hold on. You're saying
he started?
Yeah. No. It's his first. I don't think he ever played at home. He may have played in preseason. He never. This is his first snap.
Oh wow!
In Seattle.
Good. Wow, that's kind of an interesting fact.
To me, I was like, wow, Juno really grabbed that job. Not Juno, sorry. Gino.
Yeah.
Really grabbed that job. Yeah, shout out to Juno. Is that the movie?
Yeah.
Things are different now.
Yeah, a little different. Anyways, we'll
keep moving.
We'll move on. You know what? He played a lot of the game. He had 24 pass attempts. That's not a little number.
191 yards, too.
2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I don't even care about the pick.
He'll be in the league for a while as a backup, too, because he seems to be fine with it.
Yeah, and he's never been a bad character guy. He just didn't pan out in Denver.
Fun guy, maybe not serious enough to be a franchise leader at this point in his life.
But just like you said, everyone's looking for a good backup.
Did you see the Zach Charbonnet highlight?
When he trucked that
He had 2 highlights. The trucking the same guy.
I think his shoulder's fine.
Yeah, his shoulder's fine. He looked phenomenal, which also makes me think, oh, man, what was the running back they had last year?
Kenneth Walker.
Oh, man, Kenneth, this guy behind you is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Zach Charbonnet has some highlight stuff. He could do the in between the tackle stuff, and he's a good pass catcher.
Yeah.
So a little bit thing to watch fantasy wise, that backfield, how it shakes out.
So that was Thursday's game. Let's move on here to Friday. Pittsburgh beat Tampa Bay 27-17. We did see little George Pickens crack.
The hype is
it was just one catch, but man.
Upward trajectory.
You know what about that guy? He's one of those guys who's like, whether he has the ball in his hands or just running a route or just walking around, he is just dynamite.
Catches your eye, right?
It's just like, what is George Pickens doing?
Yeah.
His knock, and still his knock, is a separation.
Yeah.
But I think you can learn to be a route runner. You can't learn to be special the way he is.
Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins has made an entire career out of that.
Like he is very reminiscent of DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
He wins 50-50 balls. He's physical.
He's just a better athlete than you.
He's just better.
Yeah.
He's just good.
6'4".
His one catch that he had to, I mean, it was like effortless. He just ran around the safety, just completely.
To be fair, Pickett looked pretty good too.
He did. He did. I was looking at
Pickett's numbers.
I do.
Yeah. You got him?
He threw, let's see, Pickett threw 6 for 7, 70 yards, and a touchdown. It's probably one drive, maybe drive and a half.
Yeah.
Newsflash, Mitch Trubisky still sucks. 1 for 10 and a pick.
You didn't need to go at Mitch like that.
I just wanted to.
Fun fact, me and Angel were at the draft when Mitch Trubisky was chosen number 1 overall.
I don't know if we were yelling, but we were certainly excited.
We were certainly surprised.
Packer fans love them some Mitch Trubisky.
Also, on the other side of the ball, there's a little quarterback play over there, huh?
Where in Tampa Bay?
Yeah, a little bit.
So you got the
Baker Mayfield
versus Kyle Trask.
Here's round 1. Baker Mayfield, Trask. Mayfield 8 for 9, 63 yards and a touchdown.
Solid
vet. Trask 6 for 10, 99 yards, no touchdowns and a pick, sacked 3 times. But Trask was playing with the third teamers, so let's keep this.
I feel like this is going to be a situation where there's going to be back and forth.
Like who's the
just for the hell of changing something.
Like who's the least?
I think you got to start.
They're tanking.
Yeah, who's the least worst, but make it looks like we're trying, but not really trying.
I think you got to start Baker. If that's the case, put Baker in there. He's the veteran. Let him compete for another team.
No, I think you're starting
after.
Trask if you're doing that. You're like, let's see if he has anything.
I think Baker brings fans in there, which if you're tanking, what you're worried about is the fans not showing up.
Yeah, that's true.
Start him. People are going to want to come.
Fun fact, fantasy-wise, about Baker Mayfield, especially if you're like me and a Rashad White owner, or you're thinking about getting him, no one checked it down at a higher rate last year than Baker Mayfield.
That's fun.
Between Baker Mayfield and Derek Carr, they're so running back friendly. I think Baker Mayfield would be great for whoever.
That's really interesting, actually.
And White's proved that he can catch some. He was his third down guy last year. Tom Brady's third down guy last year. I was very close to slipping that up.
Yeah, he caught a lot of Brady's balls.
Yeah, he was catching those things left and right.
All right, let's move on to Atlanta, Miami. It's preseason. Let's get this out of our system.
Okay.
The Falcons take on the Dolphins. Falcons win 19-3.
Falcons played one quarterback.
Yeah. They're just someone named L. Woodside played for the Falcons.
This is classic. We don't care.
I'm not.
You know what, though? I'm so happy for that guy, though.
Just go out there, man. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm so happy for him, though.
What's his first name? I see L. Whoever L. Woodson is.
Logan.
He had the time of his life. He'll tell his kids about that forever. He will not be in the league.
23 attempts, 146 yards.
Sure.
He didn't throw a touchdown. He didn't throw a pick either, but that's fun.
Myles Gaskin looked pretty good. I don't. We got to just pick a way how to say his name and go with it. But Ashayin, Akine, or whatever you call his name, the rookie running back for the Dolphins, look electric. He's so fast.
2 attempts for 52 yards.
That's 4 catches for 40 yards.
Yeah,
and I think he returned the ball too for them.
My guy didn't do very well.
Exactly. Who's that?
Mike White. I like Mike White.
That's a bummer because obviously if Tua's the starter, but injuries or concussions specifically a big thing for him.
They got Mike White to be a quality back.
Right. So you think there's a chance here where Mike White is starting a large portion.
He could play 2 to 4 games.
Right.
Just going off last year.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to see a better showing from him. Let's move on here to the let's
go
to the frozen tundra.
Not
quite actually. We're gonna go to Cincinnati, where the Green Bay Packers took on the Cincinnati Bengals. Green Bay just blowing the doors off the Bengals. The Joe Burrow-led Bengals. They blow the doors off. Only context is Joe wasn't anywhere near the field.
I don't think he even had.
And he shouldn't be.
He probably had sandals on. There's not a chance he's playing that game.
Packers win this one 36-19. But the story here is this is the first day one.
This is day one.
Day one.
This is the start.
Jordan Love checks in.
Start of something new.
Yeah.
Shout out to High School Musical.
There it is.
There it is.
Hey now.
Start of something new.
Yep.
Yeah, what happened in the movie? Anyways.
I was with Joey, not watching it.
Jordan Love.
Gabe, we're going to go to our resident Packers owner. He has a certificate here somewhere.
Here we go.
We bought it for him for Christmas, but it has never been displayed.
Look at the wall behind you. Does it look like there's room?
I feel like you should make room.
Yeah.
I promise before the end of this season, I will make room for that.
Deal.
Tell us about Jordan Love.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Looks very good. Looks very poised.
Wow,
looks like he knows the system. Looks like he knows the playbook.
Yeah.
Scrambled out well. They rolled him out a couple times. We kind of went back and forth on the Watson. Was it a good play by the safety? Was it underthrown?
That deep ball to Christian Watson.
Yeah.
Left side.
I thought it was somewhat underthrown, but it was a good deep ball.
It's a 50-50 ball. So.
Here's what I like about it. He made the DB make an incredible play.
Okay. That's a good way of looking at it.
He really had to make a play to stop, or else he catch that in stride and it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
I thought for being against the backup still, I thought he looked really good. He looked calm.
Yeah, overall, I think we could throw the Philly tape and the Chiefs tape out. This is what we could go off of now from here on out.
Sure.
I think it's fair. You saw he's gotten better.
And this is an offseason where they crafted the whole offense around Jordan Love's abilities, what he does well, what he does. A lot of rollouts, a lot of easy stuff.
Super excited for him. Honestly, I'm really pumped to see the Love era get started.
I get it because it was his first time being the starter, and they wanted to kind of give him some easy ones. Yeah. Only 46 yards passing because it was a lot of outs, a lot of safer throws, and he was good at it. And you got to be good at those things.
On his second,
hold on. Okay, but I would like to see the next time he's out there. I'd like to see. Let's open it up a little bit more.
They did try the deep ball shot on his second drive. I think they started on their own 45 or something like that.
I can see this year how they were saying this can be a weapon for it is the deep ball to Christian Watson to Jordan Love.
Yeah,
because he has
an arm for fantasy, man. Yeah. I wish I can get him.
What were you saying about the second drive? They were.
I think they started like midfield.
Okay,
and then Dylan had a run for like 18 yards. But still, yeah. I mean,
so I just want to see a little more success then. Downfield.
Yeah, for sure.
Overall,
but just like you said though, like the deep ball to Watson, that's probably going to come out like a little bit more.
Yeah,
and
Aaron Jones looked good. Aaron Jones played. I don't love that.
I wouldn't have played Aaron Jones.
No. I would have let Dylan just run. I think Dylan.
I don't see Dylan much easier, honestly.
Dylan only had like two or three carries.
I think we're thinking of the same guy.
Elton Jenkins played. Why the hell is he playing? He's been your best lineman for the last 3 years.
He got into two fights.
I don't know.
I think these teams are taking the approach of let's let our vets play in week one because if anything happens, we have 3-4 weeks to.
Yeah, I just didn't like him. But there's a lot of guys.
I thought you were going to mention Musgrave. Is it Grave or Grove?
Grave.
Yeah, I thought he looked sharp.
Yeah.
He looked good. Couple catches.
He's the one that they're talking about a lot, but again, you don't want to get too punked. But
rookie tight ends are always super hyped and don't
it's tough.
Usually meet the expectations, but he looked good.
Yeah.
I thought Jordan Love looked sharp.
Yeah.
And so I think it's definitely a positive showing there for that, and we're all rooting for Jordan Love for sure to be that next guy. Hey, Jordan Love for 20 more years.
Yeah, hey.
You want to try it? You want to try that We Are a Love, that line you had? You've done it twice already.
The Pro Pack show. Yeah. Go Pack Go.
You know what?
You've done it twice.
I don't care what you say. That's a great line.
It is a great line.
The Bengals didn't play anybody.
Yeah, the Bengals said
yeah.
We're thinking about the playoffs.
As they should. Like, we're trying to get to the Super Bowl. We're not trying to win week one of the
Trevor Siemian, Bronco legend.
Joe Burrow not running some routes, but kind of, on the field.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's getting ready for...
Did you take anything from that?
I think I take it as he's getting ready for week one. He gave a crap about preseason.
Does not care at all.
Yeah,
but more like good news to see.
I think he'll be ready. Great news for them.
He didn't have the calf thing on either. Just
they'll hit the ground running for sure with Joe Burrow.
Awesome. Yep.
Behind center. Yep. Let's move over to Detroit, where the Lions hosted the Giants and they won 21-16. I don't know why I want to say this right off the bat, but the fact that the Giants have a quarterback name, I think it's Tommy DeVito. It's just kind of cool.
That's bomb, dude. You
Tommy
kidding me?
DeVito. Let's see.
Is it Tommy?
He's from New Jersey.
It's Tommy.
He's Italian, probably.
Right? Yeah. I feel like that guy should be the starter.
Probably smells like Parmesan sticks or like
spaghetti. He played at Illinois.
Cigars. Yeah.
He played at Illinois. I was hoping he played somewhere in the Northeast.
Hey, my name's Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. What about it?
My brother Pawn Shop Mickey.
Hey, get off it. Okay? Yeah. Get off it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That That's not at all probably how he talks.
He just really went with that.
I just thought that was kind of cool. I think this is one of those games no one played.
On the other side of the ball, Jahmyr Gibbs played a little bit.
Jahmyr Gibbs did play. He just looked okay.
He's smaller than I thought he was.
He's a little guy, 190.
I did not realize that until I saw him on the field.
He's a little fella.
Wow, 190.
That's
wow,
probably why
that
they
is
signed
little.
Montgomery, who's kind of a... He's...
Yep.
Not that he can't be effective, but he's not as big as you want.
If
these
you're
guys
picking
to
up
be.
Jahmyr Gibbs thinking this is a future bell cow of the Lions,
I don't know.
He's not.
If he'll ever be that.
He wasn't that at Alabama.
He's a specialist.
He's electric.
So, yeah, there's a role for him in the NFL for
Yeah.
sure. But seeing him, I feel like, oh, man, we probably shouldn't put too much on him.
Like you said, though, he has a guy that's in front of him right now.
Montgomery will take all
carry the
workload.
workload. Yeah.
For sure. So,
we'll move on from that because they just didn't play anyone. Washington hosted Cleveland.
oh,
I think this
Slugfest.
one's fun. Yeah, it wasn't a slugfest, but you do have a couple of guys here, young guys, especially young quarterbacks, who are making some moves. And I'm going to start here with the Browns quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson because he's looking really, really good in the preseason so far. In this one, he was 9 of 10 for 102 yards and a touchdown. I believe he had some good rushing numbers too, if I'm not mistaken.
11 yards.
Okay, 11. Never mind.
Watson played well. Deshaun Watson, Mr. Guaranteed Contract.
Yeah, I mean 3 of 3 for 12 yards.
On the field, when you watched him play, he looked good. But tell you what, though, you give him that guaranteed contract, you better play good, dude. They nearly broke the NFL with that contract. It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had a full offseason now. This is your team. You got to show it. Or else this is one of the biggest quarterback
that was
busts.
that was his big excuse last year.
It's like, he wasn't.
Start.
Yeah. It's time. Okay, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
you can't wait a year. We've already waited a year for you.
Yeah,
It's time now.
definitely.
So
Looks like they played. I mean, Elijah Moore played. I don't think Amari Cooper played. Did he?
I doubt.
I don't think he did. But 3 of 3 for 12 yards it's hard to get anything. Like he had a long of 6-yard completion. So
Cooper didn't play.
I don't know. Sam Howell looked pretty good.
yeah, you know what?
He could very well be the starter for the Washington Commanders for now. He went 9 of 12, 77 yards and a touchdown. Probably played a couple drives there, and
Did you see the?
it looks solid.
Jahan Dotson touchdown.
Jahan Dotson, we might all be sleeping on him.
This guy's good.
Which one was that?
It was a left side, I think, up and out, or it was a post corner, something like that. It was he shook the corner out, 5 yards of separation when the ball hit his hands.
Yeah,
This guy's good. He's not talked about because he plays for the Commanders.
if they can just get a freaking quarterback,
Terry McLaurin,
that duo
with
could
Terry McLaurin.
easily
oh my
be
gosh, we just talked about wideout
one of the
duos.
top ones. Yeah,
If they have, let's see, put like Kirk Cousins. What are we talking about with these wideouts? If Kirk Cousins is there, like they're very good.
yeah. Dotson just looks like he's the real thing. He'll go in his second year. That's when a lot of times you see the jump.
Yep.
That if someone is going to be a star, the second year, sometimes the third year, but most likely the second year is when they make that jump in there, and they look really good. We'll move on now to Angels boys. The Broncos went to Arizona and played Clayton Tune and the Cardinals. Russell Wilson played. What did you think?
A lot.
He played into the second quarter.
Any truth to the rumor that Sean Payton had him running gassers after the game?
Something sarcastic.
Doing up downs.
They were doing up downs.
I tell you what, not overly impressed. Maybe there's something about the offensive line was bad. It wasn't good against the backup Arizona pass rush. They kept them on the field until they scored, and then once they scored, they got off.
Russell Wilson, 7 of 13 for 93 yards and a touchdown.
I thought he played decent.
No
the
interceptions.
line was terrible.
Yeah, it was. We were
It
watching
was
the game
bad.
together. Yeah, we were watching that game.
Were there
but
starters
I
playing?
do like the point that you said.
Everything
about
but McGlinchey. I can't remember his name. He didn't play, but the stars were out there, and they were getting cooked.
Ouch.
Wilson.
Ben Powers got cooked twice. We just paid him a bunch of money.
Well, does it make a difference to you that it's the storied Arizona Cardinals
This is
defensive
why
line?
it's very worrisome because they weren't even playing their starter. Well, part of the stars were playing, but
I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't matter if the Cardinals are playing the starters or not.
it was bad. But I mean, I guess it was
Go on.
good because he didn't get hurt. I'm glad no one got hurt.
Hey, Judy looked good.
Judy looked good. Sutton looked good too. Sutton looked good too.
I saw a report that Sutton's in his best shape of his life.
Yeah, I mean, this is second year off of ACL, so this is typically where they feel the most comfortable with being back physically. So I can see a little bump up for Sutton here for sure.
Samaje Perine gets a couple carries. It's 6 carries. Jeez.
Yeah, no, they played their first team till what?
Yeah. Fantasy wise, keep an eye on Samaje Perine.
It was like toward the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, it was fun. Then you realize, oh, why is he doing this? Oh, because they're not doing very good.
You said during the game that they could be doing this too, just to shake off the rust.
Yeah, they're trying to.
We don't care if you're starters. Go out there.
We need you to be good.
Yeah, we need you to put some up on the board.
Yeah,
and then we'll take you out.
Yeah, and in defense, as I haven't done, I think all offseason, in defense of Sean Payton, they haven't earned the right to sit very many preseason games.
Fully agree.
Yeah. Like, you got to play.
Yeah.
You got to get better. You got to look better.
Yeah.
And I thought Russell Wilson looked sharp. Like I said, offensive line looked terrible. Their weapons look really good. Samaje Perine and the boys outside.
Just get the offensive line going like any other team, and you'll.
Cardinals are going to be really bad.
Colt McCoy, yeah.
Colt McCoy 4-4 for 17 yards.
He's the starter until
David Blau. There was some hype about Clayton Tune, rookie.
Yeah,
I forgot where he's from, but
I think
he looked okay.
Until Kyler, it's the Colt McCoy, and then you'll see where they are Kyler wise as far as record. Then if it doesn't work out, hey Kyler, we'll just trade you, or we'll just sit you, buddy. We're trying to trade you.
Over to the Saturday games, the Bears.
Ooh, God.
Fun.
This was all Twitter.
The Bears beat the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, we got some storylines here on both sides.
God, there's a lot going on here. Malik Willis and Will Levis, we saw plenty of them. We saw a little Justin Fields. Either of you boys got anything to say about that?
Let's start with the good.
It was a very small portion of Justin Fields.
Wait, there's bad?
On Tennessee side.
Okay,
but we'll get to that.
Yeah, okay.
No, Chicago was phenomenal for the 2 series.
It was very small amount of playing time he got, but man, did they shine in that.
If there wasn't hype for Justin Fields and this Bears offense before,
this just started it.
I'll tell you right now, within 15 minutes traded for DJ Moore.
Because you realize when he had DJ Moore's actually a good football player who played for a bad team.
That screen, Fields just delivered it to him. It was
actually a terrible throw.
Yeah, it was a bad throw. No, but you get.
But see, I was okay with that.
that.
You get playmakers,
elevate.
You don't care.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
He's already proven he was worth what the Bears gave up for him. And if he could just be
after one catch.
Okay. You know what I mean. If he could continue that in the regular season, DJ Moore's going to be a problem.
Bears are
going to be a problem.
If I'm a Bears fan, I am through the roof excited.
Justin Fields 3 of 3 for 129 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 158.3 QBR.
That seems very, very easy to get every.
So this is, I'm telling you, it's one game, so it's not overreact. But this is like Jalen Hurts 2.0. This is how Jalen Hurts came out.
The same kind of.
And you know what's going to happen? He's going to keep doing it, and people are going to keep doubting him until about halfway through the season when they realize,
it's crazy. Jalen Hurts still gets stuff about him.
For sure.
But whatever.
These running quarterbacks, they need to prove themselves, I think, more than any others.
Yeah.
Justin Fields looked incredible. DJ Moore looked incredible. What's his name? Khalil Herbert looked good.
Yeah, he had a lot.
He had one of those catches.
You know what? Fantasy-wise, you didn't think he's a great pass catcher. I'm not sure if he is. He caught one. Yeah. He caught one, and he took it to the house. He looked pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Roshan Johnson, the rookie, got plenty of run in this game as well. 12 carries for 44 yards. Keep an eye on him fantasy-wise. Yeah. Let's talk fantasy real quick with the Bears. Do you want any of these running backs?
I want the passing game.
Donta Foreman, Khalil Herbert.
I'm avoiding
Roshan Johnson.
Honestly, I'd take Fields and DJ Moore.
Okay, let me ask you guys
maybe
this.
Mooney.
Maybe Mooney.
Let me ask you guys this then, and give me one name, one word answer. Roshan Johnson, Khalil Herbert, and I'm missing Donta Foreman. Who are you taking? You have to take one. Who are you putting your money on?
I'll take Herbert.
I'll take the young guy.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Over to the Tennessee side.
Oh, boy.
They split this one right down the middle as far as playing time. But as far as, stats, this was heavily Malik Willis, even though neither of them threw for a touchdown.
The second half was literally all turnovers because both offenses were bad. It's okay for the Bears because it's not their starters. It's bad for the Titans because the guy they drafted in the second round wasn't good. And the guy they drafted last year in the third round, he is not good still.
Yeah.
Very tough. They didn't play Tannehill. They said, you're the starter. But future-wise, you're thinking oh, God, did we miss up on 2 quarterbacks back-to-back?
I mean, I'm more inclined to give some slack to Will Levis.
I think I'm just done.
With Will Levis?
No. With
Malik Willis.
I'm just done. Yeah. You're not good.
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
You just see him play.
It's interesting too because Liberty has such a long line of successful quarterbacks.
Yeah, you could think of top of your head.
I could think of one who was drafted. Malik Willis.
Yeah. But besides that, like, yikes.
Titans are in trouble if Tannehill goes down.
That's the story of Titans.
That's the exact storyline from last year.
Yeah. Tannehill goes down. What are you doing?
It's really bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, we got a couple more games to cover here. We're gonna take a quick break, and we actually have a little announcement for you right now. If you live in the LA area, get ready to dive into a frothy celebration of brewing and community as 818 Brewing marks a remarkable milestone. It's their 8th anniversary. Kicking things off Friday, festivities pay homage to their roots, 818 Day. And since they're the Valley's brewery and the official beer of 818 Day, there's only one place to be on 818. On Saturday, the spotlight shifts to their annual parking lot party. Picture this. Beer flowing, games buzzing, live music setting the rhythm, and pizza from Osborne Kitchen. It's simply irresistible. Gather your squad, friends, family, and fellow beer aficionados and head out to 818 Brewing, located at 8953 DeSoto Ave in Canoga Park. Things get going on Friday at 1 p.m. and last till 1 a.m. On Saturday, they start at 1 p.m. and go till midnight. It's going to be a blast. We will see you there. Okay, the Colts visited Buffalo's Bills.
Buffalo's Bills.
We went to Buffalo to play the Bills. And just a classic matchup here of Sam Ehlinger and Matt Barkley.
But no, you did have the storyline. You had the specimen. You had the guy.
James Cook.
Sure. Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Started off rough.
So let's talk about Anthony Richardson.
Okay,
So he had the pick, which was everything you're afraid of from taking a quarterback who was not a great quarterback in college.
Yeah.
He threw off his back foot. He was fading, I think, back and to his right.
It was an out route late.
And he got picked off.
Not great.
But, damn, he's going to be good.
Finish strong.
Besides that,
I'm super happy he got that out early, though. Just get it out early. It's
I think
all out there.
For him, you have to ride these storms with him. You have to be. He's going to throw some picks.
He goes 7 of 12 for 67 yards, no touchdowns and an interception. He had a very nice throw to Alec Pierce. Did you see it at the pylon?
Alec Pierce dropped it.
Pierce dropped it. He should have had a touchdown.
Would have changed a
lot.
He
made a beautiful throw. I'll tell you what, he has that Michael Vick flick of the wrist. I'm going to throw it 40 yards. Easy.
Vic is Vic. Some of those guys had that. Well, flick. Oh, that's like 60 yards.
Yeah,
for sure.
He can throw the ball.
And that pass to Alec Pierce was on point. Pierce just dropped it.
Right.
Yeah.
And he may have trusted his athleticism a little too much early, and he'll learn.
Yeah.
He'll learn. Well, hopefully. If he's going to make it, he's going to have to learn that.
Yeah.
But
just growing pains. First game.
And I think Colts, they're going to live with that. What else are you going to do? You going to go with Sam Ehlinger with Gardner Minshew? Like,
no.
What good does that do you?
You give him a 3-year leash. You want to see him fully develop as a quarterback. So.
Yeah, we didn't see much else from the Colts. I did mention Alec Pierce. They got Isaiah McKenzie now there with Michael Pittman. I think a very nice wide receiver core with those three.
For a quarterback, for sure.
Especially for someone who throws the ball downfield.
Mm-hmm.
I think all 3 of those guys,
maybe 2.
2 of them,
fit
Anthony Richardson right now really well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. From the Bills, we didn't see anyone, and we shouldn't see anyone.
But you saw what you needed from James Cook.
I take that back. James Cook looked good. And there's been so many reports from him in the offseason about from Josh Allen, from the GM, from the head coach, from the offensive coordinator, everyone. We're going to go with this guy a little differently than we've done in running backs in past. We trust him with anything in the playbook.
He looked patient, strong, and decisive with all his runs. I know he only ran it 4 times, but still, I'm just impressed by him. And touchdown. So
the younger brother of Dalvin Cook, although he looks about 20 years older than Dalvin.
Yeah, Dalvin did some things as he passed that made him look aged.
Yeah.
That's why I can't get a contract right now.
That's why. But yeah, I think the Bills shouldn't have played anybody. They played one guy and done. Much like the Bengals. Don't risk anything.
They played the only guy too that you need to play. Like Cook, you're going to be a starter, but you need to show us.
I don't think I need to see Cook again though. The rest of the preseason.
No, you don't need to see him anymore. He's done.
Good.
Put a bucket hat on.
The Jets played their second preseason game here. They hosted the Carolina Panthers. Zach Wilson started, and let me tell you right now, Zach Wilson's a new man. Gabe, did you see this Zach Wilson touchdown?
I didn't.
No. So he rolled out to the opposite of his strong hand. So for him, that would be rolling out left. And he did that thing where Aaron Rodgers is rolling out, and he just kind of flips real quick and throws it. He flips hips real quick in the moment and throws it. He did that throw, and everyone's like, holy crap.
These backup quarterbacks of Aaron Rodgers, they end up throwing just like Aaron Rodgers.
Let me tell you right now, is Aaron Rodgers going to be going to coaching and be the quarterback guru?
if
he's fixing some boys.
Jordan Love for a couple years was like, oh, Jordan Love looks pretty good this year.
Yeah.
And then Zach Wilson. Just one offseason with one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Maybe, I don't know.
Not even an offseason yet. Like, he's not even there, but yeah, I'm really excited.
Who knows?
Zach Wilson, 14 of 20, 123 yards, touchdown, no picks, 102 QBR. He looks solid.
And look, what if Rodgers only stays for a year, maybe 2?
You love it.
Zach Wilson's there.
You love it. You love the attitude, the humility he's showing. That look, I know where I am. I know who I am, and I'm honored.
I know who's in front of me. Exactly.
Not many guys would be humble enough that, okay, fine. I know it's number 2 overall. I'm going to back. No, some guys would trade me.
This could be Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Carson, you could be doing something like this.
Yeah.
But you want to be a starter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
I just think I'm rooting for the kid.
Good for you, Zach.
Panthers.
Did you see Bryce Young?
I thought he looked okay.
He was getting smacked around.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not doing these 5-step dropbacks and letting him get hit like this.
Yeah, you need to hand the ball off a lot to Miles Sanders.
Or play action.
Action.
He's not big.
He's a little guy.
He's getting smacked around.
You actually have like his...
And he's a little guy in a different way. Like, he's a very slender guy.
And
he's
short.
Yeah. He's short. He's not overly muscular. Like
5'10", 204. That is a small man.
Yeah,
5'10",
204.
If 204.
But it's not like an athletic 204.
Like Kyler Murray's like short, but he's like, at least built.
He's stocky, yeah.
Russell Wilson, built. But like, I don't know.
He kind of reminds me of Tua. Tua's kind of the same thing.
He was calm in the pocket.
Not a crazy athlete. I'm saying athletically. Like,
oh yeah, Tua was more athletic than him, but
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I thought he looked good throwing the ball though.
Yeah, throwing the ball he did.
4 of 6, 21 yards. So I mean, he was pretty accurate, but no touchdowns, no interceptions. We'll see. But yeah, he's a small guy. Hopefully they run the ball there.
And this thing that he was elite above the shoulders. Like his IQ and his way that's what his thing was. That's why he's number 1 overall.
He's gonna need a good coach there then.
That's
really the only that's really the only way you're gonna get it to work.
Over to Jacksonville here, 2 teams that were all over the offseason storylines, and just there's a lot of hype around these 2 teams. The Dallas Cowboys traveled to Jacksonville and took on Noah Rauk, and the Jaguars. Did you see the play this guy made? Did you see the play this man made?
Fighting for hey, shout out to you, man.
He's not fighting anymore.
That was that was the best play I've seen.
That was the highlight of the weekend.
If you didn't watch this man throw the touchdown that he did, you need to go watch it. And this is what it looks like to fight for your.
Imagine having a 260-pound guy on your back. You have to stand up and throw an 18-yard dart.
Nathan Rourke.
You know what's really cool about that too is that like if you watch it, when he has the guy on his back, he resets himself completely, finds his receiver. Like so again, just like you said, there's a guy on you. You're still right there. Like okay, where am I going?
Exactly.
There he is.
Yeah.
Bam. Threw a dart, man.
So let's move through the Jaguars here. Trevor Lawrence did play. He went 6 of 5, 36 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 91 QBR. I think he's going to be he's going to be good.
The pick was trying to get into a window. He missed it.
Right.
I don't mind taking chances. He's fine.
Running game looked really good. I'm going to tell you right now, Travis Etienne's going to lose carries to Tank Bigsby.
Let me tell. Did you see on 3rd down?
He's good.
The 3rd downs were all Bigsby. Bigsby.
Tank, I guess his real name is Tartavius.
We're not calling.
We're gonna go with Tank because that's just sick.
Tank's
cool.
9 carries, 52 yards. ETN had 5 carries for 22 yards, and Dearness Johnson's in there too. This might be a hard one to read, but Tank, it's definitely not ETN's job, and everyone else is behind him.
But also in real life football, it's a very deep backfield now.
It's going to be great for Trevor Lawrence.
You have developed a deep backfield with talented guys who can do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, their running game looked really good. Yeah. Calvin Ridley back in the NFL. That was cool to see. Calvin Ridley did play, caught a couple, I think 2 catches for 20 yards, something like that. And it's just cool to see him back in the league. It's cool to see him.
Jaguars be just fine.
Christian Kirk caught a touchdown.
It's going to be so much fun.
Zay Jones is out there. They're stacked.
Yeah.
They're stacked. They're ready for a run. Let's talk about the Cowboys here. They didn't play anyone at quarterback unless you're a Cowboys fan and you still think Cooper Rush is good.
The story is your boy.
The story is 5'5" Deuce Vaughn, 8 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown. Juked the pants off a couple fellas.
Go get a job, bro. Good for you, dude. Yeah. Like, how do you not root for a guy like this?
Yeah, watch it while you're out there watching Nathan Rauke's highlights. Go over to Deuce Vaughn as well.
Yeah.
And watch how quick a man can move. when someone about 3 times his size is about to kill him.
You can move pretty fast when you're scared the hell out of him.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about the first time he does get hit, though.
Luckily enough, he's not going to take 20
Here's
carries.
the thing about him. He's been the smallest guy in the field his entire life.
Yeah.
His entire life.
For sure.
You know, he's the son of an NFL player. This guy has. It's not like this is the first time he's hearing everything he's hearing right now. He's hearing a lot more of it. Yeah. But something tells me, you know what? Maybe he makes it.
Yeah.
Maybe he makes it. Defies all the odds.
We're all cheering for you, man.
Yeah, we're a produce show. All right, 4 games left here. The Eagles went to Baltimore. And played the Ravens. The Ravens have this incredible streak. I think it's at 24 games now. Straight preseason games that they won. They win here. I think that's the record now. They hold the record for the most consecutive play.
And just to show off,
stat you really don't care
just
about.
to show off, what's his name? Tucker hit like a 64-yard field goal because he just wants like,
That was great,
hit a 60-yard field goal.
He's just showing off.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
I could do this when I want to.
Just for fun. This is a team. This is 2 teams that didn't play very many people, except for the Eagles played a lot of their running backs. They played a lot. DeAndre Swift looked good.
And as well they should. They got like 4, so I mean, you might as well let them all go for a couple.
DeAndre Swift looked good.
They all
He only
look
got
good.
2 carries, but man, he again
He looks electric.
Just like Justin Fields, not a lot of playing time, but
And you know what you could do with him? Like, hey, you're gonna be packages for him. You're not gonna get hurt. Just give us a little bit of that specialty stuff when we need it.
that's why like fantasy wise, I'm not touching any
In real life football,
this is awesome.
Can I give you guys a hot
fun.
take? Rashad Penny is not a lock to make this roster.
That's hot.
He's not a lock. Don't be surprised.
Who
Really?
do you think
You don't
would be
think
the?
so?
Boston Scott's the highest paid guy and the longest tenured Eagle running back.
Okay.
He's gonna be there.
He has to play.
DeAndre Swift's gonna be there. They paid a 4th-round pick for him. Kenny Gainwell is technically the starter. He's gonna be there. Trey Sermon is now playing special teams for them, which Rashad Penny is not gonna do.
How many running backs did they keep last year? Like, if you
It was off and on, but 3 or 4.
Would it be crazy to keep 5?
Yeah, because quarterback runs too, and Mariota.
Yeah, I don't think
back-
they keep
I'll
5.
just say it again. Fantasy wise, I'm not touching this backfield. Gosh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's my hot take. Rashad
That's
Penny
good,
did lead them in carries. I think they're trying to get a look at him. 9 carries, 34 yards. He wasn't especially electric. Just didn't look great.
Mariota's a nice backup, by the way.
Mariota's a nice backup. He goes 7-11, 7-4-11, 58 yards.
Can we talk
Also
about,
ran the ball. What's up?
Can we talk about your boy Joey? First play.
Jalen Carter, baby.
Oh my gosh!
Let me give you a. Did you see that game?
He didn't get the sack, but he
sorry
was
about that.
in the backfield in
Joey.
under 2 seconds.
Jalen Carter, first play of his career, snaps the ball. I don't know who that guard is.
He
But
lost his
you made
job.
your first highlight for the wrong reason.
He lost his job.
He literally took one hand, shoved him out, and then I think went and got Snoop Huntley as he threw the ball
Near
away.
sack.
Yeah, he looked.
Sack, yeah.
The fact that man dropped to the Eagles is a crime that I'm all about.
I saw that. And I was like, if this defense can get this guy in the right direction, good.
He's going to start soon. He's going to start very
Yeah.
soon next
Yeah.
to
Fletcher Cox,
Fletcher Cox, and we're going to have to find somewhere to play
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis. Not to mention Milton Williams.
Which is a great problem to
We're
have.
deep in that middle of that line there.
Very good. To,
Eagles didn't play any receivers for the most part. Neither did the Ravens, although their rookie made his debut. Zay Flowers only had 1 catch, but made a cool move on a guy, and he's kind of a jittery guy. We'll see if he's a...
Fantasy-wise, for this backfield, Justice Hill got the start. Above Gus Edwards.
Yeah, something to keep an eye on. Justice Hill did get the start, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want him.
No, I'm just saying, like, you don't... If he's getting the
Yeah.
start, you don't know who's the backup, who's the 1B or whatever.
Because in years past, Gus Edwards would be the guy like, whoa, go get Gus Edwards.
But
not necessarily the
now,
case
like,
this year.
Could they be splitting the backup role? Or
Jeez.
it's... Just keep an eye on it. I don't know. Like,
Ravens backfield is going to be something to watch. J.K. Dobbins, any word on him? Have you heard anything?
Still the same old.
Recently it came out that they're having discussions about a extension. That's
I
what
thought
he
I saw
wanted.
something like that, yeah.
But who knows?
Maybe once he gets to the
on-field.
extension, he will magically feel much better.
A lot better. Yep.
He will recover exponentially.
That
once he
could
signs
happen.
contract. Yeah.
The Rams and the Chargers both had home game here. They play in the same stadium, so they're in SoFi in Inglewood.
That's nice.
They played each other. Neither of them played anyone. This is one where really no one played.
Stetson Bennett looked amazing.
Stetson Bennett looked really good. He threw 30 passes. 29.
You know what they're doing? Like, let's see what this kid's got, man.
He was 17 for 29, a touchdown, no interceptions, 89 passer rating. He was solid. He was what Stetson Bennett has always been. What's kind of cool too, it was a rematch of the quarterbacks. TCU, Duggan, whatever his quarterback. He started for the Chargers, and Stetson Bennett was on the Rams side. So kind of cool.
Yeah, Stetson Bennett,
full circle there.
You feel pretty good as a Rams fan. Like, oh, this kid actually has some juice. If things go south, whatever, you can see what this kid has. Yeah, not bad.
Quentin Johnson caught a touchdown. Rookie receiver for the Chargers. He looks the part.
He's physically there. He
looks the part.
70 yards.
Yeah.
If he can take off with these other two wideouts, this is one of the top offenses if all goes well.
Yeah.
Quentin Johnson, I like him. Obviously, he's going to have to fight for these targets because not only do they have the two guys up top, they also have the guy who's been filling as a 3, Palmer. Josh Palmer, who's good as well.
Yeah.
So
Eckler catches balls in the backfield, and they have the tight end, Joe Everett, not Joe Everett.
Everett's gone now, I think.
Who's the tight end?
Damn, who'd they get? I forgot who they got.
It's that veteran who used to play. I'm blanking out to kill me. I don't know his name. I've been fancy last year too.
I feel like you need to go find it now, just for the listeners.
Yeah, I'll find it now.
But yeah, I mean, you look at this Chargers offense with these kind of weapons, fantasy wise. I think Quentin Johnson could be a little bit too risky for me this year if you're in a year-by-year league. But in a dynasty league with Keenan Allen getting older and Mike Williams being so up and down, Quentin Johnson might be worth a flyer. Just he has the pedigree, he has the size, he has the physical skills to be that number one receiver.
It was Joe Everett. I was right.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I was against myself.
Believe in yourself, man.
Yeah.
Over to New Orleans, the Saints hosted the Chiefs. Second to last game here. Neither of these guys played anyone except... Oh, no, that's wrong. So I'm sorry. I missed this. Derek Carr looked really good. 8 of 6, 70 yards to a touchdown. Had 140 passer rating. He just looked really efficient.
I'm so
really comfortable.
He's the reason why I have them winning this division this year.
Jamal Williams got 9 carries. There's no need for that.
No.
Especially with Kamara out. Like, just save Jamal.
I think this first-team offense looked pretty good.
I think it looked very strong.
Yeah, Gage Boy and Michael Thomas looked pretty good, too.
Yeah, Michael...
Did
Michael Thomas play in this game?
He did. He had.
Why? I don't get that.
He hasn't played in such a long time. I think he probably lost that status of like you're not playing your star.
Mahomes played pretty deep into he played the whole first quarter, I think.
The Mahomie, he did play.
Yeah.
I
don't know what that's
did
about.
Mahomes get
Probably
to
didn't show a
He only had
thing.
two.
So he was safe.
He was out there managing stuff.
Yeah, they handed the ball off a lot.
Yeah.
They were trying some new things.
Yeah.
But the story here is the Saints' offense is a sleeper good offense if they can get everything right.
So let's talk about this. The Saints offense. You obviously want Olave.
Fantasy wise.
Gotcha. Fantasy wise. You obviously want Olave. I think Derek Carr has some QB1 potential for sure. But he has to throw touchdowns. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Gabe loves Michael Thomas, obviously.
Yeah.
I love him.
That's your boy. Top 5 duo.
Stop. You love Michael Thomas. You put him in the top 5 as a duo.
No, I didn't. They're like number 9 or 10.
So you put him in the top 10 as a wide receiver duo.
Yeah.
So you got to unless you think Olave is like Justin Jefferson, you really got to.
No, I like Michael Thomas if he can stay healthy. Yeah,
I'm so disappointed you're backing off your take right now.
I think this duo is great.
Did we see Jimmy Graham here? Oh man, Jimmy Graham. Did we see any of the?
When you first said that, I literally thought like that's a sarcastic statement, but I forgot he's actually playing football again.
He's on the roster for the.
No, thank God we didn't see him.
No, his joints probably couldn't
Can't play. Yeah, I was gonna say he's not playing right now.
Do you think he makes the roster?
Wrong. He had 1 catch for 10 yards.
Wow.
Do you think he makes the roster?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. You can't be the Saints and sign this legend of your own franchise
and then
without knowing.
Can you imagine the emotions? We have Carr, Jimmy Graham, and Michael Thomas out there right now. It's 2023.
That's not going to work.
Tough.
And Jamal Williams in the backfield.
And Jamal, it's like, what kind of team is this?
Alvin Kamara.
But then you have Olave.
This is the team. This is like a fantasy team of someone who enters your league and doesn't really know much.
Just puts a team together.
But has heard a couple names on SportsCenter.
You've heard Jamal Williams interviews.
Oh, Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham? He's good, right?
I got him in the 2nd round.
Yeah. He won a Super Bowl one time, I think. Yeah.
But yeah, real quick before I move on, the Chiefs play their starters a lot. I don't want to see them again.
No.
Until the season. We don't need to. I get it. Maybe just get basically an elevated practice here, and then we'll see you again week 1.
Again, I think they're just trying new things out, and they need a Mahomes in there. Hey, look, we're not going to have you scrambling like that. Just we're going to try this out, try that out.
And I'm sure there's a great deal of trust there between Andy Reid and Mahomes. Like, hey,
Slide.
Protect me here.
Take intentional grounding if you need to.
Yeah. Just take it.
And then our last game here is actually a pretty fun one to talk about. The 49ers went over to Las Vegas and played the Raiders. Which
side you want to start? There's so much to talk about.
God, I don't even know. Let's talk about the Trey Lance-led 49ers. Trey Lance threw a touchdown.
Yeah.
It bounced off about 6 guys and then eventually landed in his own player's
Even
arms.
where it initially went, it's the safety of the Raiders just making a terrible play on it. I mean, it wasn't even close.
Can we say Trey Lance isn't good?
He's not.
He's not. They made him throw 15 times. I think they're just trying to show him, hey, look, he's good. We'll give us something back for him.
1 touchdown, 1 interception. This is why when some joker in your league comes at you with a stat line or a game or a box score, you can't have a real conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
100 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Come on, he's young. No, go watch a highlight. Watch something.
Watch the touchdown.
Yeah, watch the touchdown.
What makes that pick even worse is that it was in the red zone, where you don't want to make any mistakes at all.
No, it wasn't. It was a touchdown, but still, it was bounced off the defender's hands.
It was a touchdown, but I'm saying you don't make that kind of mistake in that part of the field.
Raiders pass rush looked good.
So it
looked really good. Yeah, Max Crosby, love him. Zamir White, who is filling in right now for Josh Jacobs.
I mean,
not too bad.
Look. Last year, their starter played in the Hall of Fame game, got whatever touches. If this is probably what they do with the starters, then I guess Zamir White's their starter.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Your star is sitting out, he might miss the season. You don't know.
Yeah,
the things that have been said between the organization and Josh Jacobs is
bad.
He might not play this year.
No wow.
He might take. He literally made a statement. I think it was a tweet. Sometimes you got to take one for the guys behind you. Basically saying I might sit out just for the running backs who come after me.
I'm going to be the sacrifice.
Yeah, and if you know his story, this is not his biggest obstacle he's ever had to deal with in his life. This guy's overcome a lot. He does not care to sit out a seat.
So that being said, if you're the Raiders, you'd probably protect the guy behind him. Nope, they gave Zamir White 13 carries.
Josh McDaniels you know what? I'm gonna show this guy we can do with anybody.
Raiders, man, you gotta love the Raiders though.
You know what? Right? They did win 34-7. Yeah. So I guess preseason, Josh, you win.
Yeah. Good job, Josh McDaniels.
Go, Josh.
God, I hate that guy.
Yeah, you won. You took care of the Niners here.
Yeah. Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
What do you think they could trade Trey Lance for?
Nothing.
I don't think you could trade for anything at this point.
Say you're
you had to trade him.
Atlanta. What would you give up for Trey Lance?
I wouldn't give him anything.
I give I think around the league you're getting a 5th at most.
Man, that's crazy.
At the very most.
Who's the quarterback there in Atlanta? I always bunt his name.
Desmond Ridder or
I was gonna say I think him and Trey Lance are essentially the same guy.
Yeah.
It's why would I go trade for Lance?
Yeah, I think
I already have a Lance.
I think if I'm like the Vikings, maybe you trade for him as a backup. You trade for him as a developmental quarterback.
Yeah.
But you don't trade much.
No.
You're trading a 5th, 6th, maybe.
Yeah. The Niners have to be willing to lose stuff here. You gave a first round pick, you're
cut
gonna
bait.
They're being a little prideful here with this guy.
They're trying to convince the league that you might want to come get this guy.
No, because you don't even want him.
I get it too because they use a first round pick on it. You have to do that.
You screwed up the pick. It's happened before.
Just own it.
Just move on as an organization.
You're still a good team. That's the crazy part.
Imagine how much it'd clear up the whole team. They just cut Trey Lance. So, okay, we now know who
you could
are,
start.
We now know who our guy
start.
is. Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
It's Purdy. Backup is Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
We don't need anyone else. This is it.
Purdy reportedly has thrown a lot of interceptions in practice. It's practice, so I'm not gonna. It's practice, so it's not a huge.
Purdy
deal.
was good last year. He was decent,
but he was good. But I mean, we don't. I think it's safe to say the book's still out on Purdy.
Yeah,
we're nowhere near but Purdy, he's a solid star in the NFL for sure. No, he had a hot streak. Then he got hurt. We'll see.
He had 9 games. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but it was also the second half of the season too, where they're a lot more important. I mean, not minus the.
I'm
Philly
not ready
game.
to say he's a starter now.
Minus the Philly game, he did do well enough to be a backup for sure.
We've seen Marcus Mariota have a nice 9 games. You know what I'm saying? He belongs in the league. He's proven that. He shouldn't have been the last pick in the draft. All that's true. But as far as I think only in San Francisco are they saying, well, this guy's he's definitely the future of the Niners, and he's going to be our starter.
Crazy. That's the one spot the Niners just can't get. Imagine if they got that quarterback spot right.
They draft a lot of stuff.
And exactly. You can't even get on him because they've tried. Yeah. This massive move for Lance.
They might have to do the veteran route. Just get a guy who we know is good.
Cousins.
Trying to get
Cousins.
Next year Cousins or
you had mentioned that a couple weeks ago.
This might be I think this might be a coaching personnel or not just coaching, but scouting. They're obviously whoever's making decisions about quarterbacks in that room is not doing a good job.
Yeah, might be Shanahan. He's the offensive mastermind there. It might be Shanahan.
I guess so. I don't know. It's been so bad for the Niners. You hate to see it. You hate to see on their depth chart Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold, with failed Trey Lance back there.
Yeah, that's tough.
And it's just like, man, this team is ready for a Super Bowl run.
Yep.
Just go get a quarterback. But that was preseason week 1. I think we're going to see less and less starters here. And so we'll have to get through a couple of games here. We might not even cover every game if they're not playing every starter, honestly. But it was fun. It was fun to see football back. It was fun to see some of these guys, man. It was fun to see. I think the highlights are Justin Fields and the Bears. Yeah. It's fun to see Trevor Lawrence there. It's fun to see Patrick Mahomes again out there, and some of these new faces and new places as well. Yeah. Football's back, and I'm pumped. I'm not going to complain too much about it.
We got it back.
But in about 2 weeks, I'm going to be like,
week 3 is going to be brutal.
Yeah.
Like, what? Who the hell are these players?
Yeah, it's a countdown to Chiefs-Lions Thursday night kickoff of the season.
God, I can't wait for
Practice squad guys going to be fighting for their lives.
Yeah.
That's the show today. Thank you so much for joining us, however you joined us today, whether it's on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the show with a friend, tell a friend, be a friend.
Oh, my gosh.
Thanks, guys.
Honor for that one. That's honestly why I didn't answer.
Be a friend, tell a friend?
No, it's tell a friend, be a friend. Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, it's be a friend.
Oh, Gabe with the high IQ save.
You knew what I was doing, you piece of crap.
No, it confused me even, where I was like,
oh yeah, what do I say? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, like, how do I
I feel
answer
like you're being
that?
sarcastic right now.
I'm not.
Oh, good save, Gabe.
Anyways, the point was tell the friend about this show.
Joey is a fantastic host. Okay, there you go.
Wow.
Okay. You're a good host. I am going to defend you.
Follow us between the shows for league announcements, league news, and reaction on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at search at Bench. Thank you so much. We'll see you Wednesday with some news coming out of the different camps.
And
Hard Knocks.
That's Hard Knocks.
Episode 2. And have a great Monday. Show up early to work. Get a workout in. Have a shake. I don't know. Start your week off strong. See you Wednesday.